The golden dollar came out in the year 2000. They made a big jump forward in 2007 with the presidential series, right? Whole idea is to get us off of paper currency like the rest of the world. Well, didn't work, but still, doesn't mean the coins weren't the right idea. It was the first series in the history of the U.S. Mint where all of our presidents were on a coin. Up until then, it was the cent, nickel, dime, quarter, half, dollar. 6 of them. Out of how many? Yeah. How about this one, though? To help spur interest in the presidential dollars, the U.S. Mint started working with different ideas. And they threw 2 ideas out, one in 2013, one in 2014. We got a little taste, we loved it, and then the series opened up in 2015. Do you know what I'm talking about, presidential dollar-wise? It's all about the rare, really rare Chronicle sets. Tonight, the first 2. Let's take a peek. The unique thing is they're cousins, right? The very first ever special issue presidential program was the 2013 Teddy Roosevelt, Teddy the Rough Rider Roosevelt. And they called it the Coin and Chronicle set because it kind of told the story of the president. It had the rare proof coin, only in proof sets at that time. Then it also had a silver 1-ounce medallion struck on the same blank as the Silver Eagle. And then it had also a bronze medallion, a 1-ouncer as well. All special design, special issues by the U.S. Mint. The kicker was, when they introduced this, there wasn't a lot of pomp and circumstance. The average individual didn't even know they existed. Unless you hunted down or were at a show where the U.S. Mint had their wares, which is only 3 or 4 a year. What makes this one special, other than what it is how few of them are known to exist. 15,144. And then because of that, they said, well, let's kick it up a notch. 2014, President, well, FDR, our only 4-term president actually, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, right? Which put his coin out there in this special set. But now we're going to join with the post office and make this a larger Chronicles collection. So they worked with the post office on the special stamps they issued of FDR and put those in with the special golden dollar proof, and then the silver proof, and then the copper proof. And like the earlier Roosevelt, the 2013 test issue, this one, only 19,159 were made. Tiny, tiny, tiny numbers. Now, the coin I did forget the reference on the 14 was, they did also include a Roosevelt dime, since the coins are in his name, right? Why are those mintage figures so significant? Well, in 2014, the success of these 2 and the following they were getting had the government release all 4 presidents of 2015, right? Truman, Eisenhower, Kennedy, and Johnson. All 4 of them were released in a special Chronicle set. And then the last Chronicle set was the 2016 of Ronald Reagan. So there's only 7 of them in the vintage era. And then in 2020, they brought out the George Bush as a Chronicle as well. George Bush #1 after his passing. But these are the 2 sets that started the topic. If you want to talk about U.S. Mint rarities, that's what these are. OGP stands for Original Government Packaging. This is what they are. So it comes in an outer slipcase. There is a little story booklet - certificate of authenticity. And then there is the folder itself with the coins encapsulated in them, as you can see on your screen as we've been scrolling through. I mentioned the 2015s. The Truman and the Eisenhower you can't find today. Know why? Because they didn't make that many of them. They made 17,000 and 17,500. What do you mean? Wasn't the 2013 much rarer? Absolutely. The 2014, not that much different. 19,100 compared to 17,500. Know the difference? The Truman and the Eisenhower, today you can't find them for under $300 each. And most of them are closer to $400 because there's only 17,500. Everybody forgets that one a year in 2013, 2014, these two sets, these 2 years, they made one as well. No collection is complete without them, and they're the rarest of them all. Specialty, yes. Competition on the 2013 Teddy Roosevelt. We're looking at $279 to $299 right now. And the FDR set's $149 to $179. As I referenced, the 2015 series starts with Truman at $17,000, Eisenhower at $17,500, and those are both over $300, closer to $400. These are just very special sets. You don't see them that often. I did a check on this before we came on live this evening to talk about it. Last year, 2023, I had this on the air 3 times. We have a show every week, 3 shows, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And we do it all 52 weeks. And we had 3 airings. That's how infrequent we find these beauties. Guys, I don't have time for a clock. Remember, visit us at avccoins.com. We are down to only a couple left of the FDRs. I can see why at under 100. But the rarity, the rarest Chronicle set in the entire series is that 2013, the test issue, at $15,144. And look at our price. Yeah. This, a fun one. This, something we don't see that often. That's why it's here on America's Value Channel. 50 plus items a night. We talk about a lot of topics. This one, this is where the Chronicles began.